Hi guys. So you have trichotillomania, or you think you have trichotillomania, or you know someone that has it, or you just stumbled on this video and it has a really long name, so you're kind of curious, or you have no idea and you're just watching this for giggles. Well, trichotillomania is actually it's not considered an obsessive-compulsive disorder. It's more considered a nervous tic or something to cope with stress, kind of like biting your nails. But it does fall, some people with trichotillomania, I have it and I can't even say it. Some people who do have it fall under the category of obsessive-compulsive disorder. Um, if you think you have it, then you would have to talk to, someone who is more educated on it and can tell you exactly what you fall under. So I thought for this video, I would just kind of go through my experience with it. Everyone with trichotillomania goes through different things. Some people have it more extreme than others. So I would just go through my personal experience. So trichotillomania is a nervous tic where you pull out hair from your head, from your eyelashes, from your eyebrows, from your lips, from your skin, from your pubic area. Not all of them. For some people it's not all of them. For some people it's just one. For some people it's a couple. I specifically pull it out from my head and my eyelashes, and then I have scarring on my arms because I can't not pick my arms. So I'm just going to go through my experiences with it. I don't have it. I don't go through it as, what's the word? It's not as extreme as some people's trichotillomania. But I definitely do have it, and I definitely have to watch myself. It doesn't cure it. There is no cure. I can go months without doing anything. No picking, nothing. And then out of nowhere, it's kind of like just something triggers it, and it just happens. Sorry, I have a Starbucks. It's so nice. And I'm sick, so I'm trying to stay hydrated. The milk in the Starbucks is probably not helping my throat, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, so I will tell you where, when I first started noticing I had trichotillomania, I was in 4th grade, and my mom used to fix my hair when I was in 4th grade, and she would slick it back into a ponytail and hairspray it. So it would get like a hard outer shell of hair, which was so cute. But anyway, she would do that. And by the end of the day, I would get bored in class and take pieces out, and it would come out in a clump. I would take it out of the ponytail and run my fingers along the hair to get the hairspray off, and on your hand it would be like this white little powder on your hand because the hairspray had dried and it's been all day, and you can like do that. So it started out like that, and then it moved on to actually pulling out my hair, and my mom started noticing that I was bald. I've always picked from this general area right here, kind of like right there. It's where my hair is thickest. It's just where I pull it out. It doesn't hurt at all, if that's one of your questions. It does hurt if I try to pull it from here, hence that's why I don't. A lot of misconceptions with trichotillomania is that you do it because you want to cause yourself pain, and that's not it at all. If it was excruciatingly painful, I wouldn't do it. Picking at my skin's a different story. It's more of like a tic where I want the scab to go away. So that hurts sometimes, but it's kind of like this compulsion where you need the scab to go away, if that makes sense. I don't want to sound crazy, but that's kind of how it is. So anyway, in 5th grade I was getting really bald, and my mom just thought I was losing my hair, and that freaked her out. And then one day I was sitting on the couch, and she noticed that I was pulling it out and that it wasn't me losing it. And I knew I wasn't losing it all along. I knew I was pulling it out. The thing with trichotillomania is some people, it's like a nervous tic, as in they don't know they're doing it. It's kind of like biting your nails when you notice you'll just stop. But for me, it starts like that, and then I'll notice I'm doing it, and I continue to do it. Um, it's kind of like a release. You feel the pull of the hair, and then it kind of like pops out of its, I don't want to say socket because that's not the word, but pretty much it pops out of the socket, and you just feel that release of the hair, and it's just kind of a, I can't even describe the feeling that I get. If you do have trichotillomania and you can describe it better than me, go ahead and do it in the comments. But that's kind of what it was. I went to therapy for a while. My mom thought that would help. It really upset her, which makes a lot of sense because you don't want your kid to go through anything, and being bald is one of those things that you just don't want your kids to go through. But nowadays, it's kind of fluctuated back and forth. My hair starts getting really thin, and I wouldn't say I'm lucky in the fact, but like if I start noticing my hair getting really thin, my brain kind of switches over where I'll start picking at my skin more and less on my hair because it'll freak me out that my hair is getting thin. And then over like 6 months, my hair will grow back, and then I'll start doing it again with my hair. So that's that. In high school, it was really thin just because I used to wear my hair up. Usually, there's a lot of tricks that people use. Some say that wearing your hair up helps. It makes it worse for me because that guilt is in there, because if I'm wearing my hair up all the time, then no one can see it. And the reason, back to this is the thickest part of my head, has like the thickest strands of hair, which makes the pop work, like makes it pop out of the socket even more. I know I sound crazy, but that's just kind of the way it works for me. But that's why I pull from here, because it's the thickest strands. There's really nothing that, therapy really didn't help me, and there's really nothing that can, there's like little things you can do, like little things you can play with your hands, but for people like me where you're doing it, it really is a mind over matter thing, and it's really, overcoming trichotillomania has been one of the most difficult things that I've had to do in my life. I've had bigger problems in my life, things that have weighed on my mind more, but like difficulty to get over, this has definitely been the hardest thing that I've tried to do. I definitely still have it. I definitely have to comb. It's really bad in the back, and I definitely have to comb it over, and it's just something that I've gotten used to. And I don't mean to make light of the situations by just like spewing out facts about my life, because I know that it's a very upsetting subject for some people, and for some people they're like, yeah, I have it, it's, just the thing I have. So it affects everyone emotionally differently. For me, I go through phases where it's like, this is the worst thing ever, and then other phases I'm like, whatever. But if you do have any more questions about trichotillomania, go ahead and link it below. I mainly made this video for people just because I see a lot of YouTube videos where it's for the person making the video, the person who does have trichotillomania, it's very upsetting, and they're a mess and things like that, and it's hard to watch them because I've been in those moments where I'm just crying and it's just terrible. But I kind of want to make this video just know that it's not, I don't want to say normal's the word, but it's not completely abnormal. You're not crazy. You don't have to be, crying and, hate yourself for it. It's something that I wake up in the morning and it's just another thing on my plate that I have to deal with. And that's the way I like to see it. If I don't see it like that, and that's when I get really emotional and start, overthinking that I'm crazy and things like that. So the way I think about my trichotillomania is it's just another thing that I have to deal with. Not necessarily that I can overcome it as a whole. I think that this will challenge me for the rest of my life. But this video is just to know that you're not alone and you're not crazy. I'm here too, and I have it just like you. So any advice, comment below, like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.